First Look, Battersea Power Station Revamp, plus Google I/O 2025 highlights.
Welcome to First Look Gnomes.
Your go-to podcast for dads doing silly things.
But most importantly, we're here to share our first looks.
Don't forget to send in your feedback to our fish pond of feedback.
And share your thoughts, questions, and own first looks with us at firstlookgnomes@outlook.com.
Yo, listen up, here's a story about a little gnome that lives in a two-world. And all day and all night and everything he sees is episode 2. Like him inside and outside, number 2 is his house with 2 little windows and 2 Corvettes. And everything is in 2 for him and himself and everybody around, because he ain't got nowhere to listen to. Series 4, Episode 2, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-dee, dabba-die. Series 4, Episode 2.
I've got to admit, when he started that, when he went, yo, I thought, I was going to do a Vanilla Ice rap. Yo, collaborate and listen. No, I wasn't expecting it to go to Eiffel. Is it Eiffel 65? Eiffel 95? Their version of Blue?
That's always a sign of success if you actually know what it was. So
two dabba-dee, dabba-dee.
Or
like
for the younger listeners out there, Calvin Harris probably, isn't it?
Oh, did he sample that recently?
Yeah,
didn't he?
Yeah, but nobody knew that it was the youngsters didn't know it was
an original song that was taken from the 90s.
By the French. Was it the French?
Eiffel 65 Eiffel would probably give it away.
I should presume. Yeah.
You would imagine so. Good effort, Williams. Good effort.
Yeah. How are your 2 weeks, Mr. Hodgkins?
It's been more chaos, more craziness, but I'm still here.
More Fortnite playing?
Still standing. Oh, too much Fortnite playing. Too much Fortnite playing. Arguments about Fortnite. Discussions about Fortnite.
Oh, dear.
It's actually made our house quite angry. It needs to stop. To stop. I just want I want my child to reverse his age. He's getting older. I want him to get younger, not older. I don't like older kids. They make it challenging.
As we found out on the last episode, the Firsty Firsts are no more at the bottom of the pond. We got and we got Firsty. No, not Firsty First. We got First Bites, Pints and First Bites. Pints and First Bites.
Pints, give me a P.
Pints and First Bites. And I ran out of beer, so I'm going to go in. And I wasn't going to do this originally, but I needed a beer.
I think that might be my favourite kind of introduction to any, because we always sell it tips.
Pints and First Bites.
Pints and First Bites.
Pints and First Bites. And on today's Pints and First Bites.
Pints and First Bites.
Pints and First Bites. We have this is Brew York Juice Forsyth.
Ooh.
And it's got a little image there of, may he rest in peace, Bruce Forsyth, a little silhouette of Bruce Forsyth there. Brew York, 5%.
Pints and Forsyth.
Pineapple, mango, tropical fruit explosion.
Yeah, no thank you.
There you go. And there's a little diagram at the back, and it's there you go. You got your rating of hop, fruit, sweet, mouthfeel, bitter, and malt, and it's more fruit and sweet. There you go. All right. So another.
Oh dear.
Pints and First Bites. So, listeners, if you miss Firsty Firsts, please write in, and I'll happily replace Pints and First Bites with Firsty Firsts. But the listeners didn't want Firsty First anymore, so we've now got
Pints and First Bites. You're such an idiot.
There you go. Brew York, Juice Forsyth. It's a fruited IPA.
Juice Forsyth.
Cheers.
Go on then, give us the verdict.
Cheers. It smells.
Oh, it smells just what you want when you beer.
Yeah, it smells. It smells like. I don't know. You get that that drain backdraft sometimes.
See, I'm telling you, Williams, avoid all these fruity, crappy beers and the fruit rots.
Not sure. It says, good game. Do you want to go higher? Then enjoy this juicy bonus fruited IPA that combines Cascade, Citra, Columbus, and Mosaic hops with Muchox, pineapple, and mango for a tropical explosion as bold and juicy as a legendary entertainer this salutes. Nice to see you.
And just to repeat what William said when he opened it, it smells. So, that's probably all we need to know about
And I'm
that
sure
one.
my breath does, so the wife is a lucky lady when I finish this podcast.
Absolutely. Bites of us bites!
Bites of us, bites!
Are we
Moving
going,
on.
Where are we going next, Williams? Where are we going next?
We're going next. We're going to grab your rod. Well, I'm not going to grab your rod. You're
You
going to grab.
can.
Well, no, we're not going to grab any rods.
Are we grabbing each
Well,
other's rods?
We'll grab our own rods
Okay.
and we're going to swing it into the pond
Okay.
and see if we've got any feedback.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Fish pond of feedback. Not as good as pints and first bites, but
Little update. So I found out, got a little update from in terms of search engine optimization, not much going on with the website because we don't
there
have
is no
one.
website. Yeah,
But apparently,
it's being built. It's being built.
I have had some stats updates with a little peek on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. So this is when people will specifically search on podcasts as opposed to Google
podcast.
or whatever. Yeah. Maybe I'll give you 3 guesses. So there's 2 words. A phrase is not a phrase. 2 words.
Yeah.
That people search that we've actually appeared as number 2
Oh.
for. So when people put these 2 words in
Okay.
at the same time, not separately. So these 2 words, we come up as number 2 on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Okay. So it's got to be gnomes, right?
No.
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 Like you'd imagine, like First Gnomes. That's the
No.
only way people can find us.
No.
Okay. 2 idiots.
I don't really understand how it all works, but
Okay.
no.
So is it 2 idiots? Stupid dads.
No.
For thirsty first.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to
Okay,
get it.
go
So,
on.
tropical fruits.
So
So,
what? It's because you're bloody beers, isn't it? It's because you're tropical shitty beers.
well, maybe actually.
Of course it is. What did
yeah.
you just open a can of Brew Forsyth? That's
Actually,
tropical
I
mango.
did. Yeah.
Tropical
There we
fruits,
go.
tropical fruits, beer,
There we
fruits,
go.
fruits, tropical
So
fruits.
a few weeks ago, if someone typed in tropical fruits on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, we would come up as number 2 on the list.
Interesting.
There you go. Also, we came up as number 2 if someone typed in agriculture in Asia.
Of course. Obviously.
And apparently result number 4, someone typed in children's television.
Children's TV, yeah, I can get that one. And on the last episode, we did discuss matcha Kit Kats. You know,
Yeah, but that's not released yet. So, well, it is now, but it wasn't that point of recording.
oh, possibly, yeah. All right, well, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
The internet works in
But,
mysterious ways.
It does, they're always listening. Yeah, so that means our listeners are people that are probably looking for tropical fruits, agriculture in Asia, or children's television.
So we do have a spoiler alert there that we don't have a website, but we also, so I should update on this, my working pattern has changed slightly. So I should have more time, and I will get the website built this year.
Little
That is the
tease.
goal.
Get some blogs going.
Get some
the SEO
blogs,
up.
pictures of Kit Kats,
Blogs about agriculture in Asia.
dad jokes. We can actually do a marketing plan, Williams. How are we going to take
We
over the world
could.
with this podcast?
We could. We've almost succeeded in Laos.
Almost.
Where next? Yeah.
Where next is right. We'll decide. The moon. We're still going for the moon. We didn't hit that, did
we
we?
didn't hit the moon, so we're still going for that.
We should have spoken to.
But that
Bezos.
brings us on to new listeners. So in series 1 or 2, probably 2, probably series 2, we never had any listeners from Africa.
Mm.
I mean, we didn't have many listeners at all, but we had listeners. We had at least one listener in each continent apart from Africa. But then we did. And series 3, we've got a listener in Cairo, and then we've had a few since then. And we've had another one today. So we've got a new listener from Freetown, Western area in Sierra Leone.
Oh, very good.
So welcome, new listener from there. Another new listener from Basingstoke, Hampshire.
Nice.
Another new listener from Brent. And another new listener from Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, very good.
Welcome. And that's Vietnam. So good morning.
Good morning. More people in Vietnam. We are. We're big in Nam.
Oh. And that's it. No one's written in. So please write in to firstlookgnomes@outlook.com or DM on the Instagram or however else you want to get in contact.
Plenty of ways. Once we get the website at Williams, we're going to take over the world.
Yeah, exactly. First looks, Mitrochicus.
Okay, so I do have. Well, I have a. You know what? I was struggling. I was like, right, I've got so many different things since we last recorded. So many different things have happened. So I got a few looks. I did this last year. I talked about the Chelsea Flower Show, which is always a highlight of the year for us gardeners and us horticultural people. We just had a little look at. We went to a John Williams night. We took Braden to his first orchestra. I sound very posh here. Yes. Talk about the Chelsea Flower Show. Went to the orchestra. But we took him to see the music of John Williams at the theatre. So, saw the Jurassic Park and the Superman theme. His first experience on orchestra, which was pretty good. But I'm going to go, which is excellent, by the way. I would say anyone who has ever... anyone who's a fan of movie music, like the Star Wars theme, the Harry Potter music, great
John Williams, he's got to be the best in terms of...
absolute legend, yeah. The whole orchestra, there was a big orchestra, 60, 70 people in the orchestra, playing
Mm.
the Superman theme, the Indiana Jones theme, the Jurassic Park music, the Harry Potter music, and it was just incredible.
Star
Wars. I bought these tickets months ago, so we were in the third row, which was great. So you're right at the foot of the orchestra, and it's just brilliant. And Brain loved it, so that was good. So go and see your local orchestra. You get tickets were cheap. We got Brain's ticket was a tenner or something. It was dirt cheap.
Yeah, good.
So cheap, good night out. But yeah, we went over to London recently.
London town. London town.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a first look at new areas of London. So back in the day, the wife and I met in London. We used to live in London. We now don't, but it's interesting. It's always nice going back because there's that feeling of nostalgia and familiarity. But went over for a friend's 40th birthday party. But on the Friday, we decided to have a date day. So we spent some time. I lived in Streatham, and we did Clapham for a bit. And when the wife and I got together, we lived in Wimbledon for a bit. So we're kind of in that south area of London. And they were regenerating Battersea Power Station. So we went to explore. Now it's all finished. We went to explore Battersea Power Station and what it's got to offer. So I'm going to just open up.
What does it have to offer?
Discover London's most exciting new shopping and leisure destination at the iconic Grade 2 listed Battersea Power Station. This legendary London landmark and surrounding area has been brought back to life as one of the most exciting and innovative mixed-use neighbourhoods in the world. A place for locals, tourists and residents to enjoy a unique blend of over 150 shops, bars, restaurants, leisure and entertainment venues, parks and historical spaces. A place to shop, eat, drink, live, work and play. Life here doesn't feel ordinary. It feels extraordinary. So we were like, let's go and check it out. So we went, and I've made some notes, Williams. I was thinking about the thing. So we left our hotel, and do you know the first thing we saw? So our hotel was by the Oval cricket ground.
Right.
And the first thing we saw, Claire Balding.
Oh.
And I can't stand Claire Balding. so the wife said, "Is that Claire Balding?" I was like,
Did
"Yes,
you
it
get
is."
a selfie?
No, I don't. Leslie Ann was like, "Why don't you go and tell her what you think of her?" I was like, "Yeah, don't like you, Claire Balding."
You would though. If she came up to you and said hello, you'd be like, oh yeah, love your work.
No, I would have absolutely said, I don't really think very much of you. You're a poor man's Hazel Irvine. Hazel
yes, I forgot your love of Hazel Irvine.
Hazel's a proper sports reporter. But for some reason, Claire Balding and Gabby Logan get all the love. Two women I can't stand. But Hazel, what a
Gabby's all right.
No, she's annoying as anyway, subjectively, she annoys the snot out of me, but so does Claire Balding. So we went, we headed from the Kia Oval over to Battersea Power Station, and I'm telling you, it was like, wow, this is incredible. So it reminded me of like Vancouver and Chicago and like those kind of American kind of areas. So the power station itself, it's quite impressive when you're close to it. And they've turned inside of the power station into like a high-end shopping mall. So lots of really quite nice brands, but they've kept a lot of the historical features of it. So you've got this big-ass shopping mall full of lovely things and great architecture. And it's just like, it's quite like, wow. It's just really impressive. It's really impressive when you go in there. And they've got they built all new flats around it, so there's loads of restaurants and bars. And in one of the chimneys, so if you don't know Battersea Power Station, it's an old power station. And in the 4 chimneys, in one of the chimneys, they've got like a viewing deck, so you can go up the chimney, and it takes you to the top of the chimney where there's like a glass.
Aren't you a bit funny of heights?
Oh, I'm terrified of heights, yeah. But it's still there. You can go and do it. I just refused
you didn't do it? Oh,
no,
okay.
I didn't. I refused to. Leslie, I wanted to do it, and I was like, nope, not for me. But it's an amazing thing that you can do. So we looked at it from down the bottom, and I was just like, I don't like the look of that at all. So you go up the chimney, and inside of the chimney there's all lights and this stuff, and you go like up. I think it's like 100 and something odd meters, and there's just a glass ring, so we could see people doing it from down below. And I just thought, that looks really odd, but still magnificent and cool. Like, we went to where we can get on it, and we're looking at it. I was like, that looks brilliant. And Leslie was like, no, I don't want to go up there if you're going to have a panic attack. And I watched one of the YouTube videos of someone doing it. I was like, nope, not for me. But if you're into that kind of thing, all very good. But we did. We went and got some food, and we went around.
I'm not going to go up there if you're going to have a panic attack.
It was, yeah. She was like, I don't really want to go up there and you not enjoy it. That was more of what she was saying. But like, we tried a few things. So like, we went to a poke house, which was pretty cool, and got some food. We tried
house,
like a poke house to get like a poke bowl. Have you seen these things?
A poke house to get a poke bowl?
Yeah, like it's a. No, it's just call it a poke. It's like you can get like it's like rice and salmon and edamame.
Oh, okay.
It's just a very fancy salad kind of bowl, but it was really nice. We tried Blank Street coffee, which I've heard lots about, and it was rubbish. I was massively disappointed with Blank Street coffee. The coffee was Blank Street coffee. Yeah, the service was terrible. The people in there were all. I don't know, just not my type of people.
No.
And the coffee was really not very nice. We did go to Venti Ice Cream, and Leslie Ann said it was the best hazelnut ice cream she's had in her life.
Oh.
I've never been to Venti. I didn't have any, but Leslie Ann did, and she was blown away. But then, one of the things I did do, which was right up my alley, went to the Battersea Brewery. So there's an independent brewery there, and I did a couple of those taster bowls. So I had like Pints and Bites. I tried.
Pints and bites.
I did right. I ranked. I had 8 different beers and ranked them all. And I thought, I'm not going to bore everybody with it, but they were mostly nice.
Yeah. She was recording. She got the old voice notes out.
Well, I took some pictures for the website that we're going to do.
All right.
And one of their stout.
I look forward to seeing those in 2040.
Their stout was incredible.
Yeah.
And it just so happened as well, Williams, that this was the same day we were in Battersea, in London, the same day as the Empire Strips Back.
Hey!
Which you had told us about before.
Yes.
Sadly, we ran out of time. So I was unable to attend the Empire Strips Back. Yeah, we were going to go, but we just thought, better not.
It's getting good reviews, apparently.
Is it so, Williams? Is it getting good reviews, is it?
So
how would you know? Are you looking up the reviews?
So a friend of mine told me, yeah.
Jabba the cock. But no, Battersea Power Station London was just like, I was very impressed. So well worth a visit. So Battersea Power Station in London.
Battersea Power Station.
And London's just still fun. It's such a great city.
Yeah.
So that was my first look, Williams.
Yes.
What about yourself? What have you got for us today?
Obviously, I prepare for these recordings, but
weeks you spent preparing for these podcasts.
Today was tennis before, but I just reminded myself of So I looked at the keynote this is a bit geeky, but I looked at the keynote speaking event of Google I/O. So Google basically announced all the good, crazy things they're doing, and it blew my mind. Mr. Hodgkiss.
Okay. Bear in mind, you were blown away by something that happened in 2012 by Google recently.
Well, yes. I'm only just getting used to the Google Mic search, as listeners will know. So Google, they did a big announcement, as they do. These are the amazing things that we've got in the pipeline, and et cetera, et cetera. So a few things they've got. So Google Beam. So
what's this?
Google Beam. So it is a revolutionary 3D video calls. So basically, with your webcam, rather than one webcam, your special monitors that you have will have webcams on the left, right, and center, etc. So it gets basically camera views from all angles. And then it just makes you as a more 3D version of yourself to the person. So when you're actually talking to yourself, you're not talking to yourself, talking to the other person, it's like they're actually in the room a bit more. So it's a bit more 3D involved. I'm sure at some point they'll hologram it in depth, a bit more depth, which I was like, oh wow, and then Putnam was like, quite often I wear like iron shirts to webcam things, and I can get away with it because the webcam is it's not fully high definition. I can get away with it, it's not in person. Whereas this Google Beam is going to make things a lot more realistic. So it's going to be like you actually have meetings with people in the room.
Okay.
So you've got that going on. Then you've got a combination of what they called VO3, video generation, and Flow. So basically AI filmmaking tool.
Okay.
And what I saw, it's next level sort of stuff. So with this tool, right, you've got a photo of a crazy old man. You've got a photo of a nice looking old car. Upload these photos, stick in a prompt. Crazy old man driving a car down a desert towards the Grand Canyon. Video creation of this happening. Add a prompt. A 15-foot size chickens in the back. Bomb. Chicken in the back. Add some music. I can't remember what it was called now, but there's another Google music creation thing. Add some atmospheric music, John Williams style. And it just created this whole sort of video, like 3-minute video of this man that gets in his car that he's created with a chicken, and it flies off in the canyon. The chicken takes his car off, and it's just like you could, a professional advert that you would see now, you could create in like 2 minutes.
So like the John Lewis Christmas advert is usually budgeted between like 4 and 7 million and takes 6 months to produce. If you've now got the right idea, you're saying you could effectively make a John Lewis Christmas advert in AI on your own in a couple of days.
Yeah, I mean it did go from 2 professional looking photos. So it depends, I suppose, where you get those photos from. It's crazy world. And then a mixture. So there's Gemini, the Google Gemini AI business going on.
Gemini is pretty good.
There's Gemini 2.5 Pro with Deep Think. So basically enhanced reasoning mode for more accurate responses. And they were showing examples of this woman using the camera on her phone and videoing a shadow and ask Gemini, there's someone following me, what's going on? And then the Gemini just goes, nope, that's your shadow. Or like pointing towards, what's this new sports car? And it goes, nope, that's the garbage truck. Or rubbish truck, as it would be in England. Or she'd point, what's this new building? And they go, nope, that's a light pole. or a lamppost. In
Yeah,
England.
the reasoning is getting quicker.
And it's just like, yeah, it corrects the person going, nope.
So here's the question though, Wales, right? So I use AI a fair bit now. You know, it's become part of my routine, my daily routine quite quickly.
I can see it. The way it's going, what we're doing now is still basic level to what it could be.
Yeah. Well, it's going to just keep going and going, isn't it? You know. Yeah. But it's going to. Well, that's like the whole Terminator 2 thing in Skynet and ends up destroying all humans. You know, that's going to be the race, isn't it? You know, how do you use this technology to help you make important, critical decisions faster? It's using it
as a tool. It's a bit like what's that film called? Jennifer Lopez did a film recently.
Yeah.
But basically, AI is like a co-pilot, not to steal the Microsoft version of it, but you use it as a tool as opposed to it's doing stuff on its own. So it's as a. But there's another thing from the Google I/O keynote thing was what's it called? Android XR. So basically, with the smart glasses. So the smart glasses with the Gemini powered to do live translation. So you wear these glasses, and you could go abroad somewhere. Someone else with these Android glasses, you could have a conversation in your own language, but it just translates.
Explained, it says.
It translates the whole lot.
That's crazy.
And then also, you know, you got your Google Maps, but you got your glasses on. You can go. I'd like to go to the coffee shop in blah, 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 lovely, and then you can walk along with these glasses, and it's just taking you to the place. And it won't be long before, you know, those glasses link up with your Gemini 2.5 Pro deep think stuff, and it's like you could just ask questions and stuff. Go, what is that? And just have a conversation with the AI. We're not far away from some really crazy stuff.
Well, we use like at home. So let me go, because we use ChatGPT, but I know Gemini is getting better and better, and I've got Gemini's free as well. Like I pay to use ChatGPT, but like today, so me and Brain were talking to ChatGPT. Let me go. What did we ask it? Here's an example. Goes back to a previous podcast about Fortnite. Braden purchased a skin in Fortnite, and it's no longer in his locker. So I said, we bought a skin in Fortnite, and I've changed my skin, and my old one's not there. But I paid for it. How do I use it? So we talked to it. It said, gave us a perfect example of what we need to do. And he just used it as like, okay, I've got a problem. What's the best thing to do? And like, it's mad, really, how quickly you can find the answer. I use it with like web design and stuff.
And
now.
that's all text based, but this new Gemini Pro stuff linked with.
No, this was voice based. So this is me like talking, like, you know, having a conversation with it.
Yeah. But the voice based can convert to text based, but now it's visual based, which can link to. So you can literally point camera stuff. It knows that's your shadow, and you can ask a question about that image, and that image converts to text, that converts to code, that converts to. Blah, blah, blah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
So it, yeah. So
is it the end of humanity, Williams?
No.
Is it going to help us?
At the moment, it's still just a very fancy Google search tool. It's Google Mic Search, but in more complicated fashion.
Yeah.
It's not actually, and that's the thing, it's not AI, it's just a fancy name for a computer now.
Yeah.
It's not actually artificial intelligence yet. Artificial intelligence is when it actually has a mind of its own.
Yes.
Which we're not there yet.
It's thinking outside of our control.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do still control it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna smile and nod and be like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. No, that's interesting though.
It's exciting stuff.
I got a postcard from the
You've gone from Google Beam VAO to a postcard.
Old school postcard. Yeah, I got a postcard from
lovely.
the Know-It-All Gnome, who's on his travels.
On his tour, his Wisdom is Lonely, Lose Yourself tour, isn't
it? His Willy tour, yeah. He sent me a voice note actually about he was using, because he wanted to document this, and he used the hashtag Willy. But when he then looked at, you know, what came up when you did hashtag Willie. He was shocked, and so he knows it's the it's not necessarily what I wanted. But I'm going to send you what he said. I'm going to send you the transcript of his postcard, and if you could read it out to the listeners.
Transcript of his postcard. Okay.
Well, yeah, because he wrote it in his handwriting, so I'll just send it to you now.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Oh my gosh. It's a big postcard.
It was a double-sided postcard with a big stamp.
Yeah. To Mr. Hodgkiss and Mr. Williams. Greetings from Laos. You wouldn't believe the things I've experienced over here on my Willie tour. I visited the Kwangsi Falls, the serene Buddha Park, and the historic Wat Ziang Thongs. Thongs?
That's what it's called, apparently. Wat Ziang Thongs.
It's a wonderful country. Last Tuesday I was sampling some sticky rice and a riverboat tour when I met an expat called Barry, who said he only listens to two things: whale song sounds and First Look Gnomes. Oh wow. I felt oddly famous, and apparently he listens to keep his geckos calm during monsoon season. They only settle when they hear the calm, dulcet tones of Mr. Williams singing his intros.
Apparently so.
Wow. Before visiting Laos, I popped over to Thailand in search of a little romance. My heart is open and my beard is brushed. Would you believe in Phuket, I met a charming lady gnome called Miss Boom Boom. She was graceful, mysterious, and wearing the most dazzling hat. We shared a coconut, a tuk-tuk ride, and a beautiful sunset.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it?
But all wasn't as it seemed, and my romance took a plot twist. She wasn't a lady gnome at all. She was in fact a sprightly chap with excellent contouring and a penchant for mischief. It turned out his fishing rod was bigger than mine. Oh, how we laughed. I've learned that love is weird and it comes in all shapes and sizes. I'll never forget my night with Miss Boom Boom, and I'm thankful for her tips on moisturising in the heat. Next, I'm going down under to see if love is waiting for me in Bondi Beach. Until then, take care. Love the know-it-all gnome.
There we go.
Wow, lovely to hear from him.
He's having a good time by the sound of it.
Well, yeah.
That would have been a bit of a surprise with Miss Boom Boom.
Well, yes.
He's wise, luckily, so I'm sure he would have been able to deal with it respectfully.
He knows.
And it sounds like he enjoyed himself, regardless.
He knows it all anyway. So
that's it. A nice bit of wisdom from him still, saying that love comes in all shapes and sizes. It's very true, isn't it? Very true.
Should we end the episode on a bad joke?
Oh, yes, please.
I'm a bit confused because this episode hasn't taken quite as long to record as the first episode. But
I wonder why that is.
I'm sure it'll end up being the same length in the end.
We
had
a lot of chaos. We had a lot of chaos in the first episode. This episode's been a lot calmer.
We did. It's bad jokes.
Go for it.
You can tell the difference. This might be a British joke, actually. You can tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator by paying attention to whether the animal says "see you later."
Say that again.
No, it's too bad.
You can tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator
by paying attention to whether the animal sees you later.
I don't get it.
Because seeing a wild crocodile, see you later, alligator.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Sorry. That's 2 episodes in a row where I've missed the joke.
Yeah, but this is actually a bad joke, so it's meant to be bad.
No, that was just bad. Yeah, that was like bad jokes usually funny. That was just terrible.
Dad jokes are last episode. This is bad jokes. Anyways, right. Sleepy night time. I plan on reading a book about lampposts and torches. Some light reading before bed.
That's more like it, Williams. That's the kind of stupid humour we've come to know and love.
See you in a couple of weeks, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Good night. Bye.
Bye-bye. Say that again.